Good morning and welcome to Sao Paulo, Brazil for day 2 of the 2025 U23 World Wheelchair Basketball Championships for the men, and of course the matchup here between the United States of America and Italy. Both teams coming into today's encounter with opening day victories. USA with the early possession. First points of the game go to the men in blue, the USA. Of course, USA opening their championships with a victory over South Africa yesterday, and Italy likewise with a convincing victory over Thailand. So all to play for in this encounter in Group B. USA Timothy Houston as the pass across there to USA Gavin Peterson there. Good pass out to the Italian number 11 there, Boganelli Joseph. Three-point attempt there doesn't land for Federico Balsamo, and away come the USA with Andrew Butel. Plays it to Jonathan Smith in possession now for the USA. Picks up the return pass, puts up the shot, rebound collected there by Alessandro Zubeles. Foul's going to go against the USA number 30 there as Keyshawn Pear. In position once again, Joseph Boganelli. But USA will steal the ball, pick up the possession. To Jonathan Smith. Is Gavin Peterson. Timothy Houston. The shot doesn't land on that occasion, and away come Italy now. Federico Balsamo. Thought about the three. Find a quick pass across. And, the shot is converted on that occasion for the Italians. And first points there for Gabriel Da Silva. To Timothy Houston. Houston across to Jonathan Smith. Shot doesn't land for Andrew Butel, but the USA will pick up the position once more. Houston will find Butel. Foul's going to go against the Italians. Should take USA to the line. 13 is Marco Canella. Shot was on the floor. Referee's correcting the foul. It was Alessandro Zubeles, and sideline position for the USA. Smith finds Timothy Houston, back to Smith. And Smith's shot a little bit short on that occasion. Rebound collected by Italy, and away comes Da Silva. Balsamo for Italy. Closely watched there by Houston. Zubeles, Alessandro Zubeles will find Da Silva, puts up the three. Rebound collected by Jonathan Smith, and away comes Timothy Houston for the USA. Scores level, 6:23 to play here in this first period. Good working back, tracking back there from Joel Boganelli Joseph for the Italians. Now long pass into the zone there for the Italians. loose possession picked up. And once again, the shot there from Joel Boganelli Joseph is successful, and Italy take an early lead here against the USA. Houston, quick pass into the paint there to Smith. Smith's attempt didn't land, and rebound collected there by the American number 13, Andrew Butel, but just not falling for the Americans just yet. 16 for Italy is De Silva. His attempt short, and rebound collected by Timothy Houston for the USA. And Butel, and Italy win the possession back. So just a couple of forced errors there from the USA, turning the ball over a little bit more than they would probably like, and Italy capitalize on that, and the Italian number 16 there, Gabriel De Silva Lazzari, takes Italy up to 6 points. Houston. Back to Timothy Houston, looking for some space. Italians trying to keep the USA out, and doing so successfully. The shot doesn't land for Timothy Houston, and Italy will bring the ball up with De Silva Lazzari. Balsamo back to Tomaselli, and Tomaselli's shot will increase that Italian lead to 6 points, and we have just over 4 minutes to play here in this first period. Houston back to Smith. Smith's shot doesn't land. Rebound collected once again. Italy keeping the USA to the long-range shots, and they'll be quite happy with the outcome so far. Boganelli Joseph shot falls into the hands of the USA number 11, Gavin Peterson. Peterson will move down the right-hand side of the court, working there with Keyshawn Pear, and now Timothy Houston, quick pass. Pick and roll there to Jonathan Smith, is unable to convert, but the ball will go out of bounds, and the USA will pick up the possession. Jonathan Smith will set himself up, puts up the shot, and narrows the deficit down to 4. 3:20 to play here in this first period. Balsamo will find De Silva Lazzari. Balsamo will put up the shot. Lands it successfully there for the Italians. Up to double figures. Houston looking for some space, and able to get a shot up, picks up his own rebound, and conventionally converts there for the USA. Balsamo will make as if he's going to put up the 3, decides against it, and sets up the shot there from Luigi Topo. It doesn't land for Italy, and away comes Timothy Houston for the USA. Andrew Butel to Smith, and now Houston back to Smith. Quick interchange there from Smith and Houston, and Houston will pass it back to Smith. In and out, doesn't land. Foul's going to go against the Italians, and Alessandro Zubales. That's his second foul of the game. 1:48 to play here in this first period. substitution called there by Italian coach Fabio Castellucci, and on comes the number 8 there, Luigi Topo, for the Italians. And Alessandro Zabules will have a rest. 2 quick fouls there. First free throw successful there from Andrew Butel. And Butel, that deficit down to 2, so 1:46 to play here in this first period. 2-point game with the men in white, Italy, with that narrow lead. Balsamo back to De Silva Lazzari. Shot clock down to 4. And Lazzari gets the shot up, and it will land for Italy. There's Jude Harley on the court now, as is the number 10, Colin Lancaster. Houston puts up the shot. Rebound collected by the Italians, and Balsamo in possession. Finds De Silva Lazzari. Thought about the shot. Opens up some space for himself and puts up the shot. Doesn't land. Rebound collected by the number 21 there for the USA, Montreal Stevens. USA turning the ball over. Italians will pick up the possession inside their half. 47 seconds to play in this first period. De Silva Lazzari to Federico Balsamo, across to Joel Boganelli Joseph. And, Balsamo shot rebounds into the hands of Timothy Houston, and Andrew Butel sort of lost possession there, but fell fortuitously there for the USA, and Timothy Houston will narrow the deficit down to 2 points. Balsamo to De Silva Lazzari, looking for some space. It opens up nicely eventually for the Italians, and great work there from Gabriel De Silva Lazzari, and he gets the final points of that first quarter. Italy lead USA by 14 points to 10, and we'll be back shortly for the second period. Saying the sound's not coming through on the live stream. I got a message from Steph. They're saying the sound is not coming through on the live stream. The sound?
Yeah.
Is it fixed?
Yes.
Welcome back to Sao Paulo. Second period underway here with the USA and Italy. Italy in possession. And Gabriel Da Silva Lazari unable to get us the first points of this second period. USA in possession now. Italy almost won the ball back, but eventually the ball will fall in favor of the Italians. USA momentarily winning it back. Balsamo in possession for Italy. The Italian number 9 puts up the 3. Doesn't land, and rebound will be collected there by Jude Hiley for the USA. Offensive foul's going to go against the USA. And it looks like it will be called against Andrew Butel. Federico Balsamo to Da Silva Lazari, doesn't land, and away comes Timothy Houston for the USA. Looking for some space, decides to play it across to Jude Hiley. Hiley eventually gets it back to Houston, and once again unable to convert there are the USA. Italy with possession. Da Silva Lazari will find Balsamo. Da Silva Lazari once again in possession. Balsamo's shot in and out, doesn't land. Rebound there collected by Matrell Stevens. In possession for the USA, working in tandem there with Matrell Stevens. USA just unable to convert their long-range shots at the moment. Da Silva Lazari to Federico Balsamo. Back to Da Silva Lazari, and they'll go straight out of bounds. Timeout's going to be called by the Italian coach Fabio Castellucci, and Italy lead the USA still by 14 points to 10. No points yet in this first period, second period, should I say? Action back underway. Just an apology from our side for some technical issues with the sound. Hopefully we have resolved that problem. And Team USA now in possession with Jude Hiley. Andrew Butel will narrow the deficit down to the 2 points. 7 minutes 10 to play here in this first half. De Silva, Lazzari in possession for Italy. Good work there by Andrew Butel, wins the ball back for the USA. And, just slow the play and look for Houston. Houston back to Butel, back to Houston. And Houston will play it across the court. Shot on that occasion doesn't land for the men in blue, the Team USA. Lancaster unable to convert. In the meantime, De Silva, Lazzari. Back out to Balsamo, and now Joel Boganelli Joseph in possession for the Italians. Got to get the shot up quite quickly. Shot clock was sounding, but the Italians will pick up the rebound. And converted there by Cristiano Ures with all the time in the world. So 16 plays 12, 5:54 to play here in this first half. Team USA now with Matrell Stevens, Andrew Butel, and Jude Hiley working there on the right-hand side of the court. Butel. Jude Hiley will put up the three. Short on that occasion. Italy will pick up the possession. And Team USA will make the substitution. Italy in possession. Gabriel De Silva Lazzari to the number 8 there, Luigi Topo. And, De Silva Lazzari unable to convert, and the USA now in possession. Highly. Number 2 there, Sebastian Milan on the court now, as is Charles Preston Howell. USA take their tally up to the 14-point mark, and good work there by Andrew Butel once again. So Lazzari's shot doesn't land. Rebound collected by Preston Howell. Away comes Andrew Butel for USA. Howell in possession back to Italy, just unable to hold on to the ball on that occasion. And Joel Boganelli Joseph in possession now. Italy looking to add to the points tally, but good work in defense there from USA. Jude Hiley and Sebastian Milan. Milan in possession once again for Team USA. Carl's going to go against Italian number 18 there, Joel Boganelli Joseph. Sebastian Milan in position for USA. To Preston Howell. Back to Milan. Milan puts up the shot. And away comes Italy with the possession. Lazzari converts Italy up to 18 points, 3 20 to play here in this first half. Space opens up for the USA, and the shot will go up. Foul is going to go against Italy, and the ball lands. So, and one to the line goes the USA. Number 11 there, Gavin Peterson. Peterson unable to narrow the deficit down to 1 point, and away comes Italy. De Silva Lazzari. Passes across to Cristiano Uraz, now converted there. Good work from Luigi Topo. Seven for the USA. Jude Hiley puts up the shot and he lands it. Balsamo for Italy. Working with De Silva Lazzari. Italy looking to find a route into the zone, but De Silva Lazzari will rather put up the long-range attempt, lands it once again. So good work from the Italian number 16. Starting to add to his points tally. Andrew Butel now for the USA. Thought about the pass to Preston Hull, but then found Harley. Milan to Peterson, and Peterson unable to convert. Boganelli Joseph under pressure there, manages to find De Silva Lazzari, and now it's Federico Balsamo to Luigi Topo, and foul's going to go against the USA. Looks like it's Gavin Peterson on that occasion. No luck from the line there from Luigi Topo, and Team USA. Jude Hiley in possession. Puts up the three, doesn't land, and rebound collected by the Italians. Nearly turned the ball over. No harm done as the number 9 for Italy, Federico Balsamo, in possession, finds De Silva Lazzari. Keeping the Italians to the long-range shots. It's just that Italy are managing to convert quite a few of those. Space opens up nicely there for the USA. Good work there from Milan, and he will find Jude Hiley, converts it, and picks up the foul. So he'll go to the line for one. Doesn't convert, but picks up the rebound, and Preston Hull puts up the shot, doesn't land, and Italy will pick up the position once more. Boganelli Joseph decides to set up the play. Luigi Topo will find Federico Balsamo, and USA win the possession back. Long-range shot there as the halftime buzzer goes. Nearly landed there for Jude Hiley. So at halftime here, in Sao Paulo. Italy have a 2-point lead over the USA, 22 points to 20, and we'll be back for the second half shortly. Welcome back to Sao Paulo for the second half of the game between the USA and Italy. Italy with a 2-point lead. USA will get us underway. Anthony Smith to Keyshawn Pear, back to Smith. And Pear will put up the long-range attempt, doesn't land, and the Italians will pick up the rebound with Balsamo. And De Silva with the possession, points leader in the game so far, the Italian number 16 with 14 points. Rebound collected there by Timothy Houston. Top point scorer for the USA at the moment, Andrew Butel with 6 points. Keyshawn Pear to the USA number 10 there, Colin Lancaster. Back to Houston. Houston will think about the shot. Eventually plays in Anthony Smith, but foul's going to go against the Italian number 8 there, Luigi Topo. So USA with a chance to bring the scores level. Smith 1 from 2 on that occasion, narrows that deficit down to the 1-point mark. Immediate response there from the Italians, and turnover from the USA there, from Colin Lancaster. Italy will go to the line for 2. Alessandro Zubuales. USA in possession there with the number 4, Ryan Fitzpatrick, and unable to convert once again the USA. So Italy will mount another attack there. And good work there from Zubales, takes Italy up to the 28-point mark. Fitzpatrick in possession for the USA. Lays it off to Timothy Houston. And, referee's stopping the play. Not quite sure what for. The net on the other side of the court needed some readjusting, so Italy will inbound from their baseline. Number 9 is Federico Balsamo for Italy, and takes Italy up to 30 points. It's 7:33 to play here in this third period. Ryan Fitzpatrick finds a couple of quick passes, and Fitzpatrick unable to convert, and away comes De Silva Pellizzari. Apologies to the wrong pronunciation of his name earlier. Federico Balsamo back to De Silva Pellizzari, and converted there on that occasion by Joel Borgonelli Joseph. Offensive foul goes against the USA, so Italy will have another opportunity to try and extend that lead. Currently 9 points at the moment. Federico Balsamo to De Silva Pellizzari. And good work there from Timothy Houston, wins the ball back for the USA. Wanted to get Anthony Smith going there, but instead Colin Lancaster will pick it up. Finds Houston looking for some space. Back to Lancaster. And Lancaster will put up the shot, closely watched there by Borgonelli Joseph. Did enough to force the attempt not to fall, and away comes Italy once again with De Silva Pellizzari. Federico Balsamo back to De Silva Pellizzari. Doesn't land for him on that occasion, and Timothy Houston in possession now for the USA. 5:49 to play here in this third period. Houston unable to make it count. Balsamo for the Italians. Back to De Silva Pellizzari, and now Alessandro Zubales. Shot a bit rushed because the shot clock was running down there from Borgonelli Joseph, and the USA now in possession with Keyshawn Pear. Timothy Houston unable to get control, so finds Keyshawn Pear. Pear managing to work his way into a shooting position, and rebound collected there by Ryan Fitzpatrick, unable to convert, and Italy pick up the possession. Foul goes against the USA. Just under 5 minutes to play in this third period. And De Silva Pellizzari sinks the 3, so timeout's going to be called by USA coach Scott Mayer. And Italy up to 35 with a 12-point advantage. 4:40 to play here in this third period. Colin Lancaster in possession for the USA. Plays it to Houston. Could have probably put up a shot, but decides to give it to Keyshawn Pear, and Pear converts for the USA. So, 10-point game at the moment. 4:20 to play here in this third period. USA won't want to let that Italian lead go out too far. Keep it manageable. Plenty of time left in this game, of course. Anthony Smith picks up the loose ball for the USA. Keyshawn Pear looking to play it towards Colin Lancaster, and he picks up the possession for the USA. Opens up for Anthony Smith, who will put up the shot. And just unable to convert there. Gabriel De Silva Pellizzari for the Italians now. And shows too much of it to Colin Lancaster. Looking for the foul. Made a bit of a meal of it, did the Italian, and whatever he did, managed to convince the referee. So foul goes against Colin Lancaster on that occasion. 3:39 to play here in the third. Silva Pellizzari plays it to Alessandro Zubales, unable to convert. Rebound will be eventually grabbed by Team USA, and Keyshawn Pear brings it down the middle of the court. And, good defensive work there from the Italian number 6, Zubales, but shot goes up there from Colin Lancaster. Rebound collected by De Silva Pellizzari. 17 points in the game so far for Pellizzari. And Federico Balsamo there converts for Italy. 2:51 left in this third period. Italy making it difficult for the USA to penetrate the zone. Good defensive work from the men in white, and Houston looking for some space and converts for Team USA. Quick hands there from the Italians, and up goes Alessandro Zubales, who converts off balance. And for the highlight reel, no doubt. Timothy Houston now looking to strike back immediately, and foul's going to go against the Italians. goes against Federico Balsamo. Houston picked up an injury on that player there. And USA coach Scott Mayer calling for the sub. Wholesale changes there for Team USA. Houston will go for some treatment immediately. Seems to be holding on to his back. Hopefully nothing serious, and they can get him back on the court soon. In the meantime, for USA, Gavin Peterson finding it difficult to get his pass away, and Italy will pick up the possession, and Alessandro Zabales unable to finish on that occasion. Jude Hardy loses possession. And away comes Italy. Foul will go against Sebastian Milan, and that will send Joel Borganelli-Joseph to the line for the Italians. 12-point lead with 1:26 to play here in the third. One from two from the line there for Joel Borganelli-Joseph. Italy 40, USA 27, 1:20 to play in this third. Davis Taylor on the court for Team USA. Finds Andrew Butel, USA leading point scorer in this game, at 6 points. Shot clock at 4, so long-range attempt there from Jude Harley. Davis Taylor plays it across to Gavin Peterson. Now Jude Harley in possession. Once again picks up the pass. Gavin Peterson to Harley. Harley puts up the shot and goes out of bounds. So 17 seconds left of this first period. Looks like Da Silva Pellizzari was setting himself up for the three, but the pass eventually comes across to Joel Borganelli-Joseph. He converts, and that'll be the end of the third. Italy now 44, USA 27. And we'll be back shortly for the final period. All right, final quarter here in the game between Italy and USA. Italy 44, USA 27. De Silva, Pellizzari in possession for Italy. Long pass towards Joel Boganelli Joseph from Balsamo, and Boganelli Joseph converts for the Italians. He just getting a little bit away from the USA at the moment. Definitely want to start converting. A foul will go against the Italians, and that'll send Andrew Butel to the line. One from two on that occasion, so 18-point lead for Italy, who will bring the ball up with Alessandro Zubales. And good work there from De Silva, Pellizzari, and he finds some space, takes the Italian score up to the 50-point mark. Apologies, 48 points, and Team USA now looking to strike back immediately, which they do. Good work there from Andrew Butel, USA's leading scorer of the game. Italy will add to their points tally. Good work from Cristiano Ures, and Italy now up to 50 points, 20-point advantage, as we have 8:22 to play in this final period. Italy's defense has been solid the whole game, haven't given anything away, and making it really difficult for the USA to get the points that they definitely need. Shot on that occasion going straight out of bounds. Pass from De Silva Pellizzari that was played in there to Zubales, but a foul was called against the USA, so Italy another possession. And Silva Pellizzari will find Luigi Topo, plays it to Joel Boganelli Joseph, but Team USA will pick up the possession. Jude highly closely watched there by Zubales. Andrew Butel for the USA, playing it too highly, almost showed too much of it to De Silva Pellizzari, and in the meantime Sebastian Milan will get the shot up as the shot clock was running down. Italy now with Luigi Topo. Balsamo to play it back out to De Silva Pellizzari, and Boganelli Joseph unable to convert on that occasion. Jude Harley just being shut down once again by the solid Italian defense. So Andrew Butel will put up a mid-range shot and converts for the USA. 18-point lead for Italy. 6:30 to play in the game. A little bit of a rushed, uncontrolled shot there from Alessandro Zubales. Davis Taylor will play it out to Andrew Butel, and his three-point attempt short on that occasion. Federico Balsamo puts up the shot, and another 2 points added to his game tally, and Italy now 52, USA 32. Time running out for the USA, unless they can really mount a massive comeback. Delay in players. I think it's an issue with the points on court for Team USA. So let's just see how this plays out. All right, USA now in possession. Jude Harley will bring it up. And, Andrew Butel, shot doesn't land, picked up by Joel Boganelli Joseph. And shot on that occasion from Balsamo, picked up by the USA, the rebound, and that foul will go against Italy's number 4, Alessandro Zubales. He'll pick up his third foul of the game. Preston Howell in possession for the USA to Andrew Butel. Sebastian Milan in possession. Showed a little bit too much of it to the Italians, but good work from Preston Howell. Picks up the possession. Shot clock at 7 for the USA, but Italy defending the high line, and eventually some space does open up for USA, and unfortunately unable to convert Gavin Peterson on that occasion. Silva Pellizzari, the Italian playmaker, will find Boganelli Joseph. Now Balsamo back to De Silva Pellizzari, and eventually ball goes to Alessandro Zubales, and he converts for Italy. 4:30 to play in this game. 22-point advantage for the men in white, the Italians. 3-point attempt doesn't land for Jude Harley, and away comes Italy. Silva Pellizzari to Balsamo, and Balsamo further extends the Italian lead. Space opens up there for Preston Hull as Joel Boganelli Joseph falls to the ground and converted on that occasion by Charles Preston Hull. An attempt from De Silva Pellizzari, and it lands for Italy. So 59 plays 34, 3 minutes 15 to play here in this game. Quick hands there from Harley, finds Milan. Foul's going to go against Joel Boganelli Joseph, and that'll send. Wow, I think I got that one completely wrong. The foul is called against Sebastian Milan, so offensive foul on that occasion. Timeout called by the Italians. So 59 plays 34, 3 minutes 8 to play here in this game. And Italy look like they will be picking up their second win of this 2025 U23 Men World Championships, coming to you from Sao Paulo, Brazil. So, final 3 minutes of the game, and Italy in possession. De Silva Pellizzari puts up another three, doesn't land on that occasion, and rebound collected by the USA. Jude Harley now in possession, plays it across to Andrew Butel, Preston Howell. And Preston Howell will put up a long-range attempt. Rebound will eventually come back to the Team USA. Sebastian Milan. Jude Harley puts up another long-range attempt, just not landing for the USA. And Italy lost to touch the ball, so another opportunity for the USA. Substitution by the Italians, so definite man of the match, De Silva Pellizzari off, and on comes the number 15, Bilal Rijdid. And more points on the board for Italy as Alessandro Zubuales adds to his points tally. 61 plays 34. Final 2 minutes of the game. 3-point attempt from Jude Harley. Doesn't land in Italy now. With Zubuales. Pass the pass across to Cristiano Ures. And Zubuales will pick up the loose ball. Foul's going to go against Andrew Harley. And it'll take Zubuales to the line. One from two there from Zubuales, so Takes Italy up to the 62-point mark. Sebastian Milan in possession for the USA. Preston Howell put up the 3, and it lands for the USA number 41 there. Preston Howell will find Jude Hiley, and Hiley finds Milan. Back to Jude Hiley. Preston Howell put up another 3, and it lands it again. So taking USA up to the 39-point mark. Final minute and 7 seconds left in this game. Italy are going to pick up their second win. Converted on that occasion there by Niccolo Tomaselli, the Italian number 11. Preston Howell looking to put up another 3, but Italy shutting him down. And once again, solid defense from the Italians. Ball will be USA's for the inbound though. Italy in possession once again. Cristiano Ures. To just run the clock down. 30 seconds left of this game. 12 on the shot clock. Loose pass on that occasion. Ball runs down the other end of the court. USA will inbound. 12 seconds left of the game. Can USA get some consolation points? Maybe get them up to the 40-point mark. Andrew Butel puts up the shot. Short once again, and Italy will run down the clock, and that will be the Italian second victory of the 2025 IWBF U23 Men's World Championship, and they hand USA their first defeat. So the final score here in Sao Paulo, Italy 64, the United States of America 39.